Today, teachers spend so much of their class prep time trying to keep up with district, state, and national requirements that teachers are left with little or no time to teach the subjects that aren't tested but are vital for students. Social studies, along with other informational texts, often get left behind. This is what we've been hearing from teachers. Do these stories sound familiar?
Between math, literacy, recess, and all the other subjects, I am struggling to find time to fit social studies into my lesson plan, especially during the winter months now that the children need extra time for coats and boots.
There isn't enough time to teach kids both social studies and science in a day or even a week. Finding relevant primary sources and informational texts for my lessons, it's just frustrating.
I went into teaching to make learning fun for kids, but I'm so restricted in what I have to cover that I rarely get to be creative.
Fourth grade teacher Paul Thompson didn't want his students to miss out on learning and loving history. So in 1984, he started putting textbook content into an updatable magazine format that he called Studies Weekly. He sometimes spent 80 hours a week teaching and then writing Studies Weekly lessons in the evenings. Today, Mr. Thompson's dream has expanded beyond his own students and into the classrooms of more than 21,000 public and private schools all over America. With Studies Weekly, teachers won't have to struggle to find relevant informational texts or abandon subjects like social studies to make time for other requirements, nor will they have to sacrifice lessons that are exciting and adaptable to students' needs because they spend prep time sifting through textbooks to find material that covers their specific requirements. It's all done for you. The content is written and edited by our experienced teacher authors who are not only familiar with your state's curriculum, but are also seasoned educators themselves and are knowledgeable of the challenges today's teachers face. At Studies Weekly, we believe that only stating a concept is not enough. We endeavor to engage students in every possible way and ignite their desire to learn. Often, kids find learning boring because the material is not relevant to their lives, or they feel under-challenged, unmotivated, and unengaged. At Studies Weekly, we know that a one-size-fits-all approach does not work when it comes to teaching. That is why we have created custom publications to help you meet the individual needs of your students. Your subscription comes with teacher materials that provide differentiated instruction ideas to support students with specific learning disabilities, English language learners, and gifted students. For each grade between K through 2, we provide 72 leveled readers that you may print on demand according to each student's needs. The informational content of each publication is written on a grade-appropriate reading level that steadily rises in text complexity throughout the course of the school year to keep students challenged and engaged. The printed text is unjustified and uses simple, legible fonts, making Studies Weekly clear and easy to read. Every subscription includes a digital version of the publication online. Our online audio reader is also available for your students in kindergarten through 5th grade. It aids developing readers and English language learners with modeled reading, and it helps improve students' vocabulary skills. The dramatic character voices of our online reader are sure to capture and hold the attention of your students.
New position as U.S. President, Southern states did not waste any time waiting to see how the newly elected president might do as the nation's leader.
Kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade publications come with a poster-sized big book version of the publication for the teacher to use in front of the classroom to help young learners learn to follow along visually as well as auditorily. Studies Weekly helps students feel engaged by making learning fun and relevant to them. Studies Weekly utilizes captivating visuals to ignite students' imaginations and comprehension, relevant crossword puzzles, games, and other text features to capture students' attention and fuel their desire to learn. The online component is a digital gateway for both students and teachers to even more resources. Nearly 2,000 items of media from the Library of Congress, the National Archives, NASA, and other important sources are related online as connections to the articles in our K-5 program. A variety of relevant primary resources are available so that students can explore in connection to the articles they read, including video and audio clips.
This nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed.
Maps, journal entries, photographs, important documents, paintings, and many more primary sources. Students are motivated to learn more and to explore these resources with their online Rev Rat point system, led by Revere the Classroom Pet Rat. Students love to earn points.
They use the points to buy cool items for my cage. They'll have so much fun, they'll hardly even notice that they're learning.
Students are able to earn virtual rewards for their online pet as they answer hundreds of questions, weekly assessments, play educational games, and view primary source media in many formats. Each lesson comes ready to pass out and teach. We recommend using Studies Weekly social studies content during your literacy block because we also have included activities for improving skills in reading informational text, writing, and speaking and listening. By integrating Studies Weekly in your literacy block, you can cover all your state standards using a focused and engaging publication that students love. Each of our kindergarten through 5th grade social studies publications correlates directly to your state standards. Those standards are covered twice in the student and teacher materials and may be taught before state testing in the spring. These publications are digitally compatible with 21st century learning techniques. Your subscription includes pre-made assessments that follow state testing format and include both multiple choice and open response questions. You can customize your online assessments by creating tests and questions of your own. These customizable online assessments provide instant data analysis for each question, valuable feedback for teachers to monitor their students' progress. Studies Weekly assessments follow the STAR format and guidelines. Online assessments are customizable, so teachers can add any type of question, even open response. Studies Weekly standards correlations help you plan your lessons and document what you teach every week. A quick look at the included year-at-a-glance curriculum map will show you exactly which standards each weekly lesson covers. This same document online becomes a convenient, interactive tool to help you ensure that nothing falls off your teacher radar. Just print it out, turn it into administration, and your documentation is finished for the entire school year. We believe that the textbook is no longer sufficient for easy, engaging, and up-to-date learning. Studies Weekly can be updated as necessary so it never becomes obsolete. Unlike other classroom magazines, Studies Weekly content remains largely unchanged from year to year, so teachers become familiar with the content, illustrations, and activities. This allows teachers to build on plans from previous years and to explore other creative suggestions, such as primary source activities, included in the printed and online Studies Weekly teacher materials. Also different from textbooks that present all information at once, Studies Weekly content is organized into 4 quarterly shipments received throughout the school year. Each quarterly installment contains 6 to 8 weekly units of instruction, depending on the publication. Each 4-page issue of Studies Weekly is like a chapter of a textbook in disguise. The Studies Weekly format maintains familiar lessons each year, but to your students, it's like having a brand new magazine with fresh and relevant content each week. And best of all, it's theirs to keep. This easy-to-manage format keeps subject matter fresh, updated, and exciting for students. Students can focus and get the most out of each lesson while preserving the element of novelty in their learning experience. Teachers, however, will have access to the entire curriculum online before the school year even starts. The weekly history units are arranged in chronological order to facilitate student comprehension. Therefore, teachers will be able to anticipate the topics from year to year and invite in guest speakers, schedule field trips, gather realia, etc., making Studies Weekly ultimately a reliable and favorite teaching tool. You won't have to worry about expensive and heavy textbooks getting lost and damaged. Studies Weekly comes in a fun format that is theirs to keep. Issues are in full color and include stunning illustrations, extension activities, writing prompts, and provide access to online games, educational videos.
How do power, mass, and friction affect this experiment?
Reading assistance,
The citizens voted and unanimously agreed that the union now subsisting between South Carolina
related media from primary sources, and more. Unlike textbooks, students can highlight and make notes right on their own magazine to facilitate reading comprehension. It is easy for students to take home, which fosters parental involvement, and will never hurt their backs. The cost is as low as $5 per student per school year. For the same price as one traditional textbook, you can receive Studies Weekly publications updated every year for 13 years. It is financially impossible for most schools to update their textbooks this frequently. Look at how much can happen in 13 years! Social Studies is the owner's manual for the liberties that allow we the people to govern ourselves, and yet many teachers still find themselves trying to squeeze it in along with math, science, and literature, all in the same block of time. At Studies Weekly, we want to empower teachers with the resources and time they need to do what they love, to teach these valuable lessons to their students. Studies Weekly is a simple and cost-effective way to teach vital subjects to your K-5 students. With the core work done, your planning time can be devoted to meeting the specific needs of your students with differentiated instruction, while making your lessons more engaging to all learners. Pass out Studies Weekly to your class and watch the students light up as they devour their very own weekly magazine.